गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. First of all, offer my millions of obeisances to lotus feet of Asmati Guru Pad Padma, Nityala Pravishta Jagat Guru Shri Śrīmad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Trindi Swami Shri Śrīmad Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj, Namnishta Santa Shri Aniruddhas Prabhuji, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, please accept my humble obeisances. On this auspicious day of Bahimi or Jaya Ekadashi, we are discussing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 4. The Canto 2 is titled The Cosmic Manifestation. The chapter is titled The Process of Creation. The verse number is 14. Namo namaste tu vrishabhaya satpatam vidura kasthaya moho yoginam nirasta samyatishayena radhasa swadhamani brahmani ramsate namaha. Namaha namaha te. Let me offer my obeisances unto you. Astu are Rushabhaya, unto the great associate, Satvatam, of the members of the Yadu dynasty, Vidura Kasthaya, one who is far from mundane wranglers, Muhu, always, Kuyoginam, of the non-devotees, Nirasta, vanquished, Samya, equal status, Atishayena, by greatness, Radhasa, by opulence, Swadhamani, in his own abode, Brahmani, in the spiritual sky, Ramsate, enjoys, Namaha, I bow down. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him who is associate of the members of the Yadu dynasty and who is always a problem for the non-devotees. He is the supreme enjoyer of both the material and spiritual worlds, yet he enjoys his own abode in the spiritual sky. There is no one equal to him because his transcendental opulence is immeasurable. Purport. There are two sides of the transcendental manifestations of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. For the pure devotees, he is the constant companion, as in the case of his becoming one of the family members of the Yadu dynasty, or his becoming the friend of Arjuna, or his becoming the associate neighbor of the inhabitants of Vrindavan, as the son of Nanda, Yashoda, the friend of Sudama, Shridama and Madhumangal, or the lover of the damsels of Vrajabhumi, etc. That is part of his personal feature, and by his impersonal feature he expands the rays of the Brahma Jyoti, which is limitless and all-pervasive. Part of this all-pervasive Brahma Jyoti, which is compared to the sun rays, is covered by the darkness of the Mahat Tattva. And this insignificant part is known as material world. In this material world, there are innumerable universes like the one we can experience, and in each of them there are hundreds of thousands of planets like the one we are inhabiting. The mundaners are more or less captivated by the unlimited expansion of the rays of the Lord, but the devotees are concerned more with his personal feature, from which everything is emanating, Janmadi Asyataha. As the sun rays are concentrated in the sun disk, the Brahma Jyoti is concentrated in Golok, Vrindavan, the topmost spiritual planet in the spiritual sky. The immeasurable spiritual sky is full of spiritual planets named Vaikunthas, far beyond the material sky. The mundaners have insufficient information of even the mundane sky. So what can they think of the spiritual sky? Therefore the mundaners are always far, far away from him. Even if in the future they are able to manufacture some machine whose speed may be accelerated to the velocity of the wind or mind, the mundaners will still be unable to imagine reaching the planets in the spiritual sky. So the Lord and his residential abode will always remain a myth or a mysterious problem. But for the devotees of the Lord will always be available as an associate. In the spiritual sky, his opulence is immeasurable. The Lord resides in all the spiritual planets, the innumerable Vaikuntha planets, by expanding his plenary portions along with his liberated devotee associates. But the impersonalists who want to merge in the existence of the Lord are allowed to merge as one of the spiritual sparks of the Brahma Jyoti. They have no qualifications for becoming associate of the Lord, either in the Vaikuntha planets or in the spiritual or in the supreme planet Golok Vrindavan, described in the Bhagavad Gita as Madhama. Here in this verse, the Swadham of the Lord. This Madhama or Swadham is described in Bhagavad Gita 15.6 as follows: न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावका यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. The Lord Swadham does not require any sunlight or moonlight or electricity for illumination. That dham or place is supreme, and whoever goes there never comes back to this material world. The Vaikuntha planets and the Golok Vrindavan planet are all self-illuminating, and the rays scattered by those Swadham of the Lord constitute the existence of the Brahma Jyotir, as further confirmed in the Vedas like the Mundak 2.2.10, Katha 2.2.15 and Shveta Upanishad 6.14. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyato bhanti kuto yamagni tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarva idam vibhati. In the Swadham of the Lord, there is no need of sun, moon, stars for illumination. Nor is there need of electricity, so what to speak of ignited lamps? On the other hand, it is because those planets are self-illuminating that all effulgence has become possible. And whatever there is that is dazzling is due to the reflection of that Swadham. One who is dazzled by the effulgence of the impersonal Brahma Jyoti cannot know the personal transcendence. Therefore, in the Ishopanishad, it is prayed that the Lord shifts his dazzling effulgence so that the devotee can see the real reality. It is spoken thus: Hiranmayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham tattvam pushan apabrunu satyadharmaya drishtaye. O Lord, you are the maintainer of everything, both material and spiritual, and everything flourishes by your mercy. Your devotional service or bhakti yoga is the actual principle of a religion, Satya Dharma, and I am engaged in that service. So kindly protect me by showing your real face. Please therefore remove the veil of your Brahma Jyoti rays so that I can see your form of eternal bliss and knowledge. Text 15. यत् कीर्तनं यत् स्मरणं यदीक्षणं यद्वन्दनं यश्रवणं यदर्हणं लोकस्य सद्यो विदिनोति कल्मषं तस्मै सुभद्र श्रवसे नमो नमः. Yat whose kirtanam glorification, yat whose smaranam remembrances, yat whose ikshanam audience, yat whose vandanam prayers, yat whose shravanam hearing about, yat whose arhanam worshipping, lokasya of all people, sadhyaha forthwith, vidnoti specifically cleanses, kalmasham effects of sins, tasmai unto him, subhadra all auspicious, shravase one who is heard, namaha my due obeisances, namaha again and again. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all auspicious Lord Shri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrances, audience, prayers, hearing and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all sins of the performer. The sublime form of religious performances to free oneself from all reactions of sins is suggested herein by the greatest authority, Sri Shukdev Goswami. Kirtanam or glorifying the Lord can be performed in very many ways, such as remembering, visiting temples to see the deity, offering prayers in front of the Lord, and hearing recitations of glorification of the Lord as they are mentioned in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam or in the Bhagavad Gita. Kirtanam can be performed both by singing the glories of the Lord in the accompaniment of melodious music and by recitation of scriptures like Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam or Bhagavad Gita. The devotees need not be disappointed in the physical absence of the Lord, though they may think of not being associated with Him. The devotional process of chanting, hearing, remembering, etc., either all or some of them, or even one of them, can give us the desired result of associating with the Lord by discharging the transcendental loving service of the Lord in the above manner. Even the very sound of the holy name of Lord Kṛṣṇa or Rāma can at once surcharge the atmosphere spiritually. We must know definitely that the Lord is present wherever such pure transcendental service is performed, and thus the performer of offenseless kirtanam has positive association with the Lord. Similarly, remembrance and prayers can also give us the desired result if they are properly done under expert guidance. One should not concoct forms of devotional service. One may worship the form of the Lord in a temple, or one may impersonally offer the Lord devotional prayers in a mosque or a church. One is sure to get free from the reactions of sins, provided one is very careful about not committing sins willingly in expectation of getting free from the reactions of sins by worshipping in the temple or by offering prayers in the church. This mentality of committing sins willfully on the strength of devotional service is called namno balat yasya papa buddhi, and it is the greatest offense in the discharge of devotional service. Hearing therefore is essential in order to keep oneself strictly on guard against such pitfalls or sins, and in order to give special stress to the hearing process, the Goswami invokes all auspicious fortune in this matter. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarvesha kripa sindhu paritanam pavadebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.